is ABC-7 at 5.
This past October, 3 El Paso police officers shot and killed 22-year-old Marco Antonio Perez. Police say Perez was threatening a clerk at the Quality Inn and Suites at Montana and Geronimo. They all say the officers shot Perez when he turned a weapon he was carrying on them and refused to drop it. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Rick Cabrera.
And I'm Estela. Casas. Good afternoon. Today, the ABC-7 team got a hold of the autopsy report for Perez. The document states police officers shot Perez 7 times. Perez has bullet wounds in the upper body, legs, and ankle.
A sample of his blood tested positive for speed and meth. ABC-7 found a medical reference showing the therapeutic level for methamphetamine is between 20 and 30 nanograms per milliliter. The report states Perez had 910 nanograms per milliliter in his system.
The ABC-7 team also checked criminal case records and found Perez had been arrested on 2 drug-related charges this year. He was also arrested for criminal trespass of a home October 14th, a week before he was killed. An armed robbery in Las Cruces ends with a suspect dead. This happened Sunday night at the DCP's smoke shop on South Solano Drive in Las Cruces. Las Cruces police say 24-year-old Luciano Acuna walked into the shop, pointed a shotgun at a store employee and demanded cash. This is a mugshot of Acuna from a previous arrest. Police say he became distracted during the alleged robbery, giving a store employee enough time to grab a handgun. Detectives say the employee fired several rounds at Acuna, killing him. Our New Mexico mobile newsroom has obtained the 911 call. We'll air that portion of that conversation coming up on ABC-7 at 6. About 3 hours after the smoke shop shooting, another Las Cruces businessman, 45-year-old Robert Barnett, fired a gun at a man walking down an alley. Police say the victim hid behind a utility pole and pleaded with Barnett to stop. He ran off and called 911. Officers arrested Barnett and charged him with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of negligent use of a deadly weapon.
It has been a tumultuous year for University Medical Center, and ABC-7 has been keeping you informed every step of the way. It all started with what's now reported to be an $81 million debt dispute between the Children's Hospital and UMC. Then the county hospital laid off dozens of employees before awarding its CEO and members of his team bonuses. It all came to a head when the county judge and a county commissioner called for the resignation of 2 UMC board members. Today, the first work session meant to right the ship. ABC-7's Darren Hunt joins us live with the latest developments. Darren?
Rick, today's meeting was the first of several quarterly work sessions with Commissioners Court for UMC officials in the wake of recent events, and it didn't take long at all for things to get heated. Now, just a few minutes in, Commissioner Pat Abelin got a bit agitated while questioning UMC CEO Jim Valenti about the email he wrote to Commissioner Carlos Leon about whether bonuses were being awarded. Valenti had replied that there were no bonuses awarded, despite getting a $120,000 one himself. He later apologized, stating there was confusion over which fiscal year they were talking about. Abelin apparently didn't think his confusion over fiscal years was a good enough explanation. He told Valenti in the meeting, "Is that really an appropriate answer, or was it smoke and mirrors? It just doesn't make sense." The question was clear. It was to the point. To put that into the following year is disingenuous at best. Now, Valenti declined comment after the meeting, but Abelin, who is retiring this week, had this to say afterward.
I have enough education that I realize that fiscal 13 is 13, 14 is 14, and your performance in 14 might result in a bonus in 15, but don't transmute that to tell me that when you tell us in 14 there are no bonuses or merit increases, and then get one in 15, that's a straightforward answer. It doesn't make sense to me.
Now, Abelin then said it's time to put the disagreements in the past and get back to business. That sentiment was echoed by County Judge Veronica Escobar and County Commissioner Vince Perez, who have been the most vocal when it comes to what they called a lack of communication between the 2 entities. We'll take a look at the relationship between UMC and Commissioners Court moving forward, coming up at 6. Rick?
40 report at 6. Darren Hunt live tonight. Thank you. The storm track weather now. Here is a live look you will see only on ABC-7. It's courtesy of our exclusive mountain cam. A cool, cloudy day here on the borderland. Could we get some rain? Maybe even some snow in the next few days? Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dave Spillman is here with your first forecast. Doppler?
Yeah, certainly the clouds, as you mentioned, are in place across the area. Temperatures have been running right about the averages for this time of year. In fact, take a look at the high temperature that we hit today, and you'll notice officially out at the El Paso Airport, 61, 58 Deming, 58 Las Cruces, Alamogordo there in Otero County, made it to 57. There's our WeatherNet sites. Top number in white is your current temp. The bottom number is the high and low, and you can see 59 degrees at the War Eagles Air Museum, 56 is the current out there. Mattress Firm at 57 did climb to 62 degrees. And coming up, we're going to be talking about the clouds hanging around tonight. Rain chances once we head into tomorrow night and into Thursday, which I'll talk about coming up.
Doppler, thank you. A scary moment for several illegal immigrants today. A private bus belonging to GS4 Security crashed into a construction truck on the freeway. Take a look at this video. An ABC-7 camera was rolling as firefighters and an EMS crew rescued the bus driver. Happened on I-10 East near the Anthony exit, where the freeway is down to one lane because of construction. Border Patrol officials tell ABC-7 they hired GS4 to transport immigrant detainees. Crews airlifted the driver of the bus to University Medical Center. The two detainees were taken to a nearby hospital where they were treated for minor injuries.
21 years in prison. That's the punishment handed down by a Las Cruces judge to the man convicted of trying to kill the Doña Ana County Sheriff's deputy. In court, De La Cruz testified his shotgun was in his lap when a Doña Ana County Sheriff's deputy pulled up behind him by the side of the road. De La Cruz says he saw the deputy flash a light at his car and reached for a gun. This is dash cam video obtained by our New Mexico mobile newsroom. De La Cruz says he acted in self-defense when he came out of the car with his shotgun raised. The deputy fired at the man, striking him twice in his left leg and right leg. Prosecutors say De La Cruz pulled the trigger, but fortunately the shotgun did not fire.
El Pasoans are already looking forward to next holiday season when the Celebration of Lights is expected to return to its rightful place, San Jacinto Plaza.
Some, however, are concerned.
I'm coming in and I'm coming downtown and I'm sightseeing. Well, I have to use the laboratory. Now where am I going to go?
Up ahead, what ABC-7 learned about the new design and why it might have some thinking twice about visiting the new plaza.
The important part is we continue to invest and continue to grow our community. It's millions of dollars in payroll.
Why the city of El Paso is defending tax breaks awarded to the developer bringing a Whole Foods market, supermarket to the city's west side. And it's Storm Talk Weather, Doppler.
So how does it look for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Your forecast coming up.
This is ABC 7 at 6, where news comes first.